All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Happy Thursday. Thursday, not Wednesday. Thursday. Thanks for being here. If you're here and you're watching, I appreciate it, even if you're lurking in the background. So, drink of the night, Love Street. What's up, Missy? How's it going? So, a couple things before we get started on the Mars MOC. And we'll talk about some Lego stuff. Johnny, how's it going? If you guys didn't check out Johnny's stream for the home and garden setup, it was really great. They had a lot of space, a lot of cool MOCs. So check it out. So, I wanted to show off this little guy first. This is the first thing. So our build challenge was to build a micro scale. What's up, Gears? For those that don't know, Gears is a DFW lug person out of Dallas. Our build challenge was to build a micro scale myths and legends on a 8x8 plate, and then we'll collect these, and either the top vote getters or just as many as we can cram into will go into the Lego store. And so there are certain seed parts that we had to use, or we would try to use. And I ended up using mine to make a little Trojan horse in front of the gates of Troy being let in. I'm actually quite proud of that. Worked on this afternoon. That is kind of a horse. It looks like a horse-ish thing on wheels. It's got little Greek soldiers or whatever towing it into the with an officer in front, a little gold officer there, into the gates of Troy. So the seed parts we needed to do were these four guys, and then these four guys. So I tried to cram in there as much as I could. Myth and legend. There you go. Done. Second thing. Thank you. I'll do another live on Saturday with everything up. Sounds great. Everybody tune in. Go sub to Johnny Builds YouTube channel. Second thing is we're going to pull up Bricklink. And I was taught something today. So when you're shopping on Bricklink, there is the desire to get as much for your buck as possible. And there are various ways to do it, of which I think I know probably about 30%. So I learned another 2% today on how to properly use the site. You can see I've gone through and, yeah, I can't wait either. It's going to be great. Gears has got one already posted in the photo folder, so it'll be fun to see everybody's when we get there. So I've already gone through and I've picked the, I've gone through, this is the wanted list for, let's say, one of the models. And the first thing that Matt from our lug taught me last time is that you can go in here and say, okay, I have these, I've never really used this. I usually just select it and make a whole other wanted list. But you can go in here and say you have X amount, right? Let's say you've got them all. And you can do more options and say, hide if they are greater than your want quantity, right? So you do that, and now the list is, and you still have to come up here and make sure that this shows everything. Make sure that this drop down shows as many as possible. Now it's only showing the ones that I don't have. So that's great. Hi, Greg. So this is ideal. And then when you go to another thing somebody taught me today was that you can, instead of just allowing it to buy whatever price is available, whatever algorithm Bricklink uses to get you the parts, if I were just to do buy all, I think it tries to make as few carts as possible with the best price, but sometimes those best prices aren't the best price. So if you know what price you want this part to be at, you can come in here and set a max price. Let's say you want it to be 20 cents. Then it won't shop for any of these pieces over 20 cents. It might need to split that up and do a couple carts because maybe a shop has 2 and another shop has 2 and they're at 20 cents. or one shop has it for 35 and it'll give you the 35. So I think it's trying to do as few shops as possible for your best price. But if you set that to, I don't want to pay more for any of these prices, what you can do is you can select all of them and then this apply here, and I've done apply color, right? But you can also do price as per guide, and then the last 6 months average price, currently for sale, average quantity, min price, max price, that kind of thing. So that's a really good tool. And somebody was like, well, this, when I did that, it saved me about $100. I don't know how much their order was, 300 originally. So this did not really add a ton of value. I'm still confused by one thing, so I'm going to show you what I ran into. So let's say I've got all this set up. I've got all my wish list, and I went through, and honestly, guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. There are so many pieces in here that I thought I'd gone through one by one and said, yes, I have that. Yes, I have that. Yes, I have that. And I went through here and I was like, I've got 5 of those. Why do I have this in here? Would have to mark down that I had 5, go get those pieces, put it back in here after I'd gone through every line. So I don't know really what's going on. Either I'm losing it or the site is just kind of like, yeah, we'll give you, the best I can do is 95% of what the functionality you need. So anyway, let's say you've got everything set up the way you want it. You want to buy 34 of these. You can expand these and say, these are the pieces I want, right? You can also go back and unselect them, and it'll just, if you do buy all, now it should go through and only buy the parts on that list, right? And then you can select all the other lists that you've got. Let's say you already know what lists you want to buy for. And I want to buy for like 11 lists. Make sure I get them all. Confused Ben who doesn't know what he's doing on one screen. What? I have not seen Dune yet. We're going Sunday. I'm very excited. All right, so now this is going to grab all these checked wanted lists. And now it'll bring up the stores for how many you want. This is where I run into issues. So let's say I hit auto select. I don't want to do below minimum stores because that's always funky where you have to go in and buy something else just to make your minimum. I don't want to deal with that. And in most cases, I've seen it where it said you can usually send the seller a note of some kind and they'll give you a code to override it. Every time I've tried that, I either don't hear back from them or they say, I'm sorry, it's there for a reason or something like that. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I select all of them, gives me $180, right? I'm like, that's a little much. Is there something we can do better? So I'll do remove all up here. It'll load this all again. Now, Mevitz Bricks is a store out of San Antonio, and I bought stuff. My other comment got hidden. Oh, it wasn't a top chat. I don't do top chats. It should just show up no matter what. Mevitz Bricks is, like I said, out of San Antonio, so I'll try them first. This says show favorite. You can unmark that, and it won't show your favorite, but this is one of my favorite stores. I bought from H-Town Bricks before, too, so I have them on my list, too. I hit select now. I'm going to say confirm selection, so about $60 worth of stuff from them. And then I hit auto select. It should grab whatever's left. And if I do that, now my total is $30 less. So I don't understand the process. This is still 6 stores. And I'm just adding one other store, but it's a favorite store, but it's getting me less. So with I think shipping, it's like 190. I think there's like 20 some dollars in shipping for all this. So wasn't great. For 600 and some pieces, it's 30 cents a piece. So it's not ideal. And I even went through and took some of these like super expensive pieces off, like those black beveled gears that I had that were like $7 or $4 each. I'm like, I can do gray. I can do that. The 1x1 round hollow stud plates in orange only came in one set, and I wanted like 6 of them, and they were like $3 or $4 each, and I'm like, nope. Pearl gold it is. So I went and changed a bunch of those, and it brought the price down a little bit, but not significantly. So anyway, so those are the things I learned while messing around with Bricklink today. I'm going to see about maybe going to Bricks and Minifigs up by me and seeing if I can dig through their stuff for a day and see if I can get some of these pieces out, and then see what's left to buy from Bricklink, and let's go from there. I also haven't like looked for many of these pieces on Lego's site, mostly because I don't know the nomenclature well enough on Lego's site to not get frustrated after 5 minutes of looking for one piece because I don't know what the name is. But that's a possibility too, is to go see if it's cheaper on the Pick-a-Brick online wall. Anyway, so that being said, we're at the point where we're building. And I'm going to get this out of the way. So I want to build a lander for the Mars base. Now it needs to be about this big. Can't be any bigger because otherwise it won't fit on the landing pad. I only picked these gold discs because that's what's being used for the lunar lander here. And I thought it was a good look. But those studs on the bottom make it real kind of wobbly. They have to be kind of right on. So I'm not 100% sold on those, but if I make the legs a little stiffer, then I think we're all right. I have gathered here all the parts from a bunch of lunar sets and a bunch of extra parts from the Mars base sets. So I'm hoping I can sit here and build and maybe not have to go get parts a whole lot. I'm already going to go have to get Technic parts because I wanted these to be like articulated, right? So maybe they could fold up, something like that inside the lander, but it's just so wobbly, and you know, it just has to look good. It doesn't have to be functional. It just has to look neat. It's going to just be on display for a weekend, and then I'm going to take it apart. So it doesn't have to be like really great. It's not like I'm selling instructions for it or something like that. Just from a distance, it has to look kind of cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys off, and I'm going to keep those with the claw in it just to make sure that I don't need that. And then I'm going to go get some Technic bricks, and I want it to stay about the same size. This 6x, what is this, 10? 6x10 plate. I think that's a good size plate. So we'll stick with that. So if you'll give me a minute, I will go get some Technic bricks that I think will be good for this. I'll keep these aside just in case we need them for something later. So what I'm looking to get is I'm going to attach them on the side. You worked on your base, almost done. That's awesome. Lunar sets, great. Loony sets. Wow. So what I'm going to try to do, I think, is some Technic brick with axles here, with pins. I should just leave my bag of pins out here. And then a couple of those angled connectors. And then something to attach here. Probably instead of these claws, which is almost exactly... Well, I don't know. Yeah, this will give me a little more room to work. I'll get some of those bars with the bar holder, handles with the bar holder. So 4 of those, some bars, which I don't think I have any more up here. Although I might have them in gold. Nope. Oh, but I do have these in gold. So I can use these. So this is going to be, this isn't being used. This is the original top to the one of the Mars bases. It had a little radar dish on it, but I don't need this now. So that can be cannibalized. I don't think I need, ooh, this is like one. That'd be great, but I don't think I have more than, well, there's 2. I think these are for buggies. These come in the buggies. And if that's the case, then I might use these candlesticks also, and these. Oh, there's one bar. Yeah, that's for the buggies. Candlesticks and those bars with a shaft on it. Oh, if you just, I'm not really set up to record anything, but if you just want to pull from the live stream later, I just let me know and I can download. I think I'm allowed once it's up to download my own stuff. So if you see something you like, just let me know and I'll pull it down. So I don't have my phone all set up and ready to record, and I don't want to mess with the webcam or anything right now. Yeah, so I'll put that over here. Let me see if I've got any. Those would be good too, so I'll keep those. Okay, those are good too. Are you waiting on, Missy, you waiting on parts for yours? Or just waiting for inspiration and time? All right, be right back. Okay. Just need more time to work on it. Okay. All right, so. And I want to keep these up top because I want to try to make a heat shield underneath. So the inspiration is mostly, there's an image on the thumbnail that there's a shuttle lander thing from For All Mankind. That's pretty cool. And I'm kind of basing this off that. And I think it has 6 legs, but I don't want to have to get too crazy with it. Let's just see what we can come up with here. So if I do this. Okay, these are all different angles here. So let's get. Put some backing in here so they don't push through on the other side. Yeah, so Dune. Haven't seen the second one yet. I'm excited to. My friends and Beth and I are going on Sunday. Beth is less than excited. Fun 5, 4, 4, 3. Crap. 4, 4. Okay, I need one more 5. Well, let's see if this works first. So coming out, we'll do a 5. And then what does this 4 get us? Nope, that's too shallow. So maybe a 4 and a 4. I've always been a big Dune fan. Read the books back in the day. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's not very... That's really loose. I don't have any more of those pieces, I don't think. These are all just extras from the Mars base. Extras or pieces I didn't get to, so... I think instead of bars here, I'm going to do axles. So let me go get a couple axles. Yeah, sorry about that, but this is what building a MOC looks like here. I gotta go back and forth. University class just finished. What's up, Mayo? I want to build Mars, but I need more stanchions. You want to build Mars, but you need more stanchions. Okay. So I got, I don't know what length this is. 4 length, and then I got a kind of a sheath to put over it. So it kind of keeps it covered. So it's not just a naked axle. And then we'll put this guy on. And hope I have enough of these guys. Should. 4. Yeah. What are the stanchions for? Okay. So that's pretty good. I like that. That's stable. So now I need a bunch more of this. So these can go away. Let's do a second one here. Oh, I didn't get another axle. Oh, you know what's cool? I think I'm going to use these. Oh, everything came apart but the one thing I wanted. Instead of these white ones, use the gold ones instead. I can can put something on the bar later. Okay. So now I don't need that. Got that. 4s. That's a 3. Don't need that. 2 there, 1 there. I need 1 more 4. I only need 4 of these bars. So these can go back. So just put these up here for now. And what else did I say? Axle. A couple 4 axles and 1 more 4 joint. The other downside is at night, that whole side of the room that's not over here is in darkness. So it's really hard to see what is needed. These are still not really in there very well. Like if I pick these up, those might fall off. But 4. So, Mayo, what do the stanchions have to do with Mars? You trying to keep the riffraff out? Those pesky Venusians. Those ne'er-do-well Jovians. Why did I think I needed more than that? Let's see. So news out today, Lego news. There is a new Batman set. So I'm sure you've seen all the RFLMs around town. I think I need to spread these out. Are posting about the new thing. They either have it or they're reviewing it. It's a big city skyline of Gotham City, kind of done in the Batman Beyond, or Batman, not Beyond, Batman the Animated Series style. And it comes with a handful of, to hold up Mars bases. Gotcha. Oh, cool. Yeah, nice. All right, so that's cool. That'll stay. And then these can wobble around whatever they want to do. I don't think this will be bigger than the landing platform, but that should be all right. So this can go away. This can go away. Man, I was talking about something. So it's pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It has a kind of a cool 3D aspect to it. Like a lot of the other like postcard things. It's very Starry Night thing. It's a skyline. It's very cartoony. Comes with figures. It does have a couple instances in this build itself where there are little stickers of the characters to go with it, which is kind of cool. So a little sticker of Batman, and there's like a sticker of Batman up on top. They're all on these tiles, and then the tiles kind of go in the different buildings. And then there's like off to one side, there's a little Wayne Manor with a little like kind of half-built Batmobile in it. It's pretty cool. So I was enjoying it. I don't think for $300 I want to get it. And it would be like the only thing out of the whole Bat line of stuff that I'd get. But it's pretty cool. So this is what I want to do, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So I don't have with me, well, I've got some hinges here. Let's try that. If nothing else. Where's what at, Mayo? His dish or the set? Yeah, it's really groovy. It's a neat set. But again, it would be the only, man, that's just offset too much. It would be the only Batman set I have other than the old school tumbler. And, I don't necessarily know that it's worth the $200 or the $300 for me. There we go. That's lined up pretty well. So this isn't perfect. I don't know how to make it more perfect than that. So I want to... Oh. Can I do 2 of these? Yes, I can. Hot diggity. All right, so I want to use those curved white pieces as like a heat shield underneath. So I've got 2 brackets in there flipped, and that should cover it up pretty well on either side. So one down, one up. This is my terminology for these. This is an up bracket. And this is a down bracket because the angle is facing down. So when I'm walking between looking at my wanted list and back where the parts are, I'm like, all right, 1 dark gray up, 2 light gray down. It's the only way I can remember those things. So this should work. And then I can get some inverted slopes to cover the rest of that. So let's see, do I have the rest of these slope pieces somewhere around here? Thought I grabbed everything. They may be in a different bag. What else is out? I didn't really see anything else newish. The parts lists on the Pick-a-Brick wall are updated. Sets that are... So you only need 2 of those. Pieces that were new back in November now are available on the Pick-a-Brick wall, or the Bricks and Pieces site. There we go. So if you were following like New Elementary and know that there's a piece that you were waiting on to get, they are now available on Bricks and Pieces for the most part, I think. Or they should be. So I'm wondering where all the people are who voted today or yesterday on doing this mock. I would like to know if they're going to attend the live stream, because otherwise I would have rather built an R2. I do have the R2. I got the new R2 set. Don't at me. I know it was a cash grab. But I really wanted that Malik figure, which means in the very near future, we'll do a Sith Fury or a Sith Interceptor macro fighter, because I designed one of those long time ago, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm never going to get a Malik figure. I'm going to have to like custom build one. I'm going to have to I'm going to have to kit bash something, or I'm going to have to rely on somebody building one. I got a custom printed one. So, but they did it. They came out with their own, so that's really cool. So James and Missy, I don't know how many of these we're going to need, but Brian brought up the point that we may need extra of these to build the end caps on some of the Mars-based doors if we want to seal those up, if they're like sticking out on the sides and they don't have anything to connect to. Want to make sure that they are all covered, which we can do with these specifics to make it look like the rest of the base, or we could just do it with tiles. I don't think it matters, but if we've got any extra of those, I'll bring those. I don't care about the State of the Union. I know the State of the Union is not strong. That's all I care about. I know the State of the Union's not strong, and they're trying to ban TikTok. That's what I know. Whatever. I think I have enough for probably 6 or 7 door covers. I have definitely enough of these for, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. And then I've got like 2 or 3 with the kit. This was just parts that I ordered at one point. And then I've got extra in the kit. So should be okay if we want to do a couple extra. All right. So now I'm going to go look for, I know I don't have these pieces because I had to order them for Horizon Zero Dawn, but I want inverted curved slopes in there. I'm going to go see what I can find. So this is what upsets me a little bit about that wish list thing again, is because I needed 2 inverted white curved slopes, and there they are. And I was like, nope, I don't have any of those. So I need 4. I'm going to use gray because I have the most of those. And I don't want to take away from other things. All right, so these are going to live with just regular 1x2 bricks. Could be 1x4, but I have extra 1x2s. Trying to see if I have... I don't want to have to constantly go hunting for parts, so I'm trying to pull what I have from here. Let's see if that works. I think this is going to be too shallow. Nope, that works great. It's not a completely flush fit, but it's good enough for government work. This is not going to be seen by hardly anybody. But if you watch the stream and you know it's been built like this, then you can come up to me and go, hey, I know the heat shield on the bottom of that thing is not up to standard. And I can go, you are correct. Get out of my face. No. So because these things aren't 100% on there, right, it's whatever. So now I need brick, plate, and tile in there. So I'm going to go get... This would be a great time to have those inverted... Do I have just a brick? I do. I have a brick. And a plate. I need inverted. Probably one more plate. I don't think we ordered any of those with the sets, did we? The inverted tiles, the 2x2 inverted tiles. I have some, but I don't think I have the right colors. I'm not going to be a stickler for colors. So there we go. All right, bottom heat shield. See that? So now when it's coming down, technically, it's a little rounded underneath there. Guess what? Nobody ever sees that. But yeah, you can totally see the cracks in the sides there. Because these are being held on by flipped brackets. And then there's obviously holes in the corners there, but looks kind of cool. So there you go. Now we're going to start building up on the sides. I'm not going to leave much room for, like, I'm not going to really build anything inside it. Don't think so. I would have remembered seeing that. Seeing what? Sorry, what did I say? I want to kind of keep, this is a great door. There's also another door. Where did I put it? These doors. So these doors are great. I'm going to try to put these on, I think, either side. Oh, 2x2 inverted tiles. Yeah, so that's those. 2x2 inverted tiles. Boat bottoms, basically. The round versions are called boat bottoms. I don't think I'm going to keep the robot arms, though. So I might just do bars. We'll see. Yeah, inverted everything is good. So there's a new piece that's a 2x4 inverted tile. And there's a new piece that's a 2x2 round inverted tile. So I'm hoping to get some of those soon. All right, so I want to use these two to give this kind of a round shape. I'm trying to figure out where to put these because these are great. This is a great look, but they don't go together in the corner real well. It leaves a gap if you want to do that. And if you have like one on each side like that, it still leaves like a thing in the middle there. So I'm thinking on the edge like this and have the edge go up a little higher, something like that. If I have enough of those. Go get that bag. Put these back. I don't think I'll need any more of those. Anything else I can put back? Those I can put back. These I can put back. For now. I have to keep as much of the place clean as I can because otherwise I will just fill this whole table with bags of parts and I won't be able to like see what I'm building. Oh, these are good. So you need to take some of these apart so that I know what pieces I can. Some of these I may have needed for my machines, like these. I know I needed these, so I took those. These are good parts to have. Might use those here in a second. Oh, definitely going to use these here. Nope, not that one, because that's a that's what they were holding on to. There is an 8x4 inverted tile. Yep. 2x2 inverted tiles in the Mars kits? No, don't think so. No, there isn't. I don't think I put any inverted tiles in the Mars kits because there wasn't anything underneath that I needed to cover up. So, all right. So we've got quite a few of these. Let's see if we can get 8 for each side. Oh, we've got a lot of lefts. Let's get some rights in here. So I started watching Shogun on Hulu. When I'm building, at least half the kitchen table is filled with boxes of trays of parts. Yeah, I'm with you. This whole thing's filled. That table's full. I've got little bits of stuff like strewn all over the place. All right, so I think what I want to do here, I'm going to build up these corners. And then on top of that, I'm going to do like this on the side. And then from the top of that, see if we can just get some bricks stacked up. What this might need is a bunch of these, and I don't think I have a whole bunch of them. So let me go get a bag. Sometimes you get these parts that seem really useful, and then you get them in like really whacked out colors. What's up, Haley? How's it going? Like these are super useful bricks. These like half snot, 1x1 and 2/3, 1x1 and 2/3 high snot bricks, right? They're great. They're super useful. And even if you get them in, you know, a dark blue or something, that's fine. Even red. But then you get them in like this lime green, and you're like, what? So I've got like all these lime green snot bricks. Anyway, I have a ton of them in dark blue, so we're going to use these dark blue ones. Because dark blue there's dark blue accents in a lot of the Mars-based stuff, so I'm okay with using these, such as they are. First things first, I'm going to close up. How do I want to close up these corners? Do I want plates? So how you doing, Haley? How's things? How's life treating you? AFOL problems, always the messy builders. A lot of my table is very messy at the moment. Yep. All right, so like that. Let's put this on a square. And then, did I bring 1x1s in here? Did I bring 1x1s in here? No, because I'm an idiot. Surely I've got some 1x1 bricks in here. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got, just saw them, the 2x2s. Oh, these have been great. Corners. We'll just do these corners. Sorting and building. Now I wish they had a single 1x2 corner snot. A 1x2, like this, but corner, like with on adjacent sides, because they've got the 1x1 with it on adjacent sides. But they don't have one of these on adjacent sides. This is a little low, I just realized. I'm going to show the madness that is all these other sets. Yeah, that still needs to be filled up with bricks. So let's go the other way. Completely 100% together until it wasn't. Where's the bag? Just had it. Are you still working on your Back to the Future, MOC? So like this. Sticking out like that on the side. Give it a little round flare. And then I can use, I've got a lot of those just like 1x6 slopes that can round up that and then have like a middle that's flat for like a door, or put this in the middle for the door. And then I had a windscreen around here. I'm trying to remember where I stashed it, because I wanted to use it for this, and now I can't remember where I put it. But it was a really great windscreen. And maybe I stuck it in that box over here. Nope, found it. Cool. That windscreen. So I'm going to put that up here on the top. It doesn't fly that direction. Maybe like this. I don't know if you can see. So like that. Something like this. Up top, maybe like that. Or, because you really don't need to see all that much. I think maybe more like that. It's all instruments, little portholes maybe, because you're rocketing up and down between, the idea is you're going between the Mars base and then like something in orbit. So, yeah, so I want to keep that because I think it's a good shape. So now we need to finalize this, get it stable. Well, I don't have a part that matches that. That's going to be a weird part. I just realized the part I need to make that work. It's a little washed out, sorry. To make that connection smooth, you can do... Still got one of these. I'm going to try... There's these corner bricks. That might work. We just need a sloped... Yeah, that works. It works quite well. Well, I hope I have 8 of those. I don't think I do. I think I may have 4. And there they are. Let me go see if I've actually got 4 more of those. So let's do another snot brick there. Oh, that's not going to work. It'll work on one side. Well, maybe I'll only need 4. Because then on this other side, I need to do like a panel or something. So it looks like that has opened up for the lander. For the landing gear. All right, so first things first, let's go get some snot bricks. Oh, Haley, so this is a little Mars lander to go on the little landing pad. So I don't know if I've... So this is where the landing pad is. Oh, I've got so many bags just sticking in front of me. Did I not take a picture of it? I thought I did. So that's not all of it. There's a big tube in the way, but there's this landing pad here that I want to put a little lander on. Mars base and Easter holiday house. There you go. Oh, that's what you're working on. I was like, no, this isn't Easter. Anyway, yeah, it's just a little thing, kind of lunar lander-esque, whatever. I'm trying to make it look a little bit like the ones in For All Mankind and whatnot. All right, so we'll take that off. Back on. How does that fit? It doesn't. Okay. And it won't fit like this. Okay, so that's out. But now that I've got those anchoring it, do this on the top. I know this the viewership is not generally sports people, but I wanted to say that the Avalanche won last night against the Red Wings because Red Wings suck. It's 5-2, 6-2, something like that. 7-2, I think. Also, the U.S. Women's National Soccer team is on its way to gold medal in the CONCACAF something or other. It's not super important. It's not World Cup action or anything. There you go. That's a pretty good fit. Right? Looks nice. Then we can just do some slopes along the bottom. Some curved slopes along here. I think this is going to work out. It's a good shape. And then I can use this little single dot right here and this dot on either side. Put a tile underneath there and have these both act as like... if I have a part available to act like a flap, like I can have something extend out with like a sign, like a stop sign that makes it look like it's was something that was purposefully extended from that section, which in reality it isn't. But I always like it in science fiction where there's this little bitty ship or this ship with like this little bitty area that a giant piece of landing gear comes out of. You're like, that couldn't have all fit in there. But that's ancillary. We'll get to that later. So, I need 4 of these on each side. I need 4 of those. I need 8 of these total. That's weird. Let's see, what other Lego things are happening right now? The Batman thing. Mini parts, or the Bricklink parts. What else? There's no new mosaics or anything. There was a bunch of... there's that Friends space set that came out. Oh, there's a new GWP for... Let's look at this real quick. Yeah, there's drama. I'm not talking about that, but there is drama within our lug. Here's your new GWP for Easter. Actually, if you put some landing gear on this, this would look almost exactly like what I wanted to do. That's funny. That's a little egg house. It's pretty cute. I actually, a purchase of $80. That actually might be something I get because I do like, I have a ton of Easter sets for some reason. I have a bunch of little chickens and rabbits and eggs. So I may do this because that's pretty cute. It's got a lot of neat little pieces. I can already tell there's a nice little yellow wedge plate in there. It's got some good curved slopes in there. More plants. There's no drama in our leg. Yeah, so here's the Batman set. Please go check it out. It's really great. You do get 4 figures. It's got a lot of neat little bits in it. I'm kind of yeah, these little cylinder pieces are great for the blimps. So that's good. That was already talked about. Finding Nemo ideas set. This is really cute. Mr. Ray. Oh yeah, the minifigure factory has started. So there's limitations to to the minifigure factory at this point. And I forget what the limitations are, but they're going to add, hopefully by summer, the ability to free draw. So keep an eye out for that. This is going to be 2 of these and then 2 plates. So I'm going to need 8 plates. Drawer of, move back to building, drawer of corner plates. Let's go with a bag of corner bricks. The coming soon moon pod that looks like captive alien, cool. Baradur, yes. Bumblebee, yes. UCS TIE Interceptor again. If you can free draw Lego minifig factory torsos, I'll draw my YouTube PFP. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same. Like I might do my little logo on a shirt. How can I track figures for a collection when I get these partial figures from drafts? Used figures which are incomplete, then parts I buy from Lego. So annoyed for my OCD. I have got so many minifigs that are like, especially Star Wars figures, where I'm taking hands off because I need that color hand for something else. Or a helmet or legs or torso when I'm trying to kit bash things, that I don't even care anymore. Red. We're going to do red. We have lots of red. Plus, I've got a bunch of Spider-Man and Marvel and DC figures that my son had that he gave back to me when he got out of Lego. And which is kind of sad. But they're all like, he thought he was doing well by taking them all apart and kind of sorting them. And I'm like, I don't have any idea where these go now. Okay, so this sprung off of me over here. Oh, and that needs a plate underneath it. Okay. Do I have 1x2 plates? I don't think so. Oh, but I do have 1x6 plates. That'll be good. Yeah. And some 1x8 plates. Perfect. Perfect. No, I only need one of those. Will that fit under there? Oh, that's not crossing over anything. I don't know if I want that. I would actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, I would actually take 2 more 6 plates. Please and thank you. Leave those open with some tiles for the corner bits I was talking about earlier. I don't know what to do with most of my figs. I don't either, Mayo. They just sit. I use them occasionally when, like, if we're doing a lug build and it seems like it calls for a figure of some kind, I'll crack open the figures and try to, like, I did when I did the Spirit Halloween store last year, I required a lot of like torsos for costumes and helmets for masks and things like that. And then a couple shoppers, but after that I'm like, the most things I need figures for are odd ships from Star Wars and the pilots for them. And if they don't like literally exist in the Star Wars Lego canon of minifigures, then I have to kit bash them. Okay, there, that's a good solid corner. Let's repeat. So that's what I keep my figures around for, is to kit bash. But I also don't have for a store, or I don't resell. And I know that James, you'll pull out figures to sell and then sell the parts from the rest of the set, right? To kind of pay for new stuff. And I get that. It's a good way to keep everything rolling. Neoclassic space figures. So what are neoclassic space figures? Are those the... Are those Futron, Mtron? Is that what you consider neoclassic? Or are we talking about like the new space stuff that just came out? Oh, I don't have a plate for that. I think I dumb lucked into having one of those plates. I'll be right back. But listing isn't fun on those? All right. Benny Space Squad, modernized galaxies. Oh, okay, cool. I got you. Literally classic, but stuff that's been released lately. I got you. So Benny's spaceship for one. Anything from the Lego movie, pretty much. That looks nice. The scratched Benny torso didn't exist during classic space. Fair enough. Neither did the broken. I think the idea that it was that it did, you just had to kind of see through it a little bit because it was supposed to be old, but it wasn't. And you better hope that helmet isn't a variant, because you won't find it on Bricklink anymore. Not bitter at all. I don't know why I'm bitter. I have no dog in this fight. Like, the news came out and I'm like, I don't even really know what's going on. However, I did run into it the other day where I was trying to upload some parts to Bricklink for a Horizon machine, and it did run into some part A, part B thing with some hinge plates, because like the old version is part A with the with 7 teeth and B with 9 teeth or something like that. And the problem wasn't really that it was different pieces on the site. The problem was that it wouldn't let me change it on Studio. to be the validated part. So I had to like, I have to know that the part in my model is going to be different from the part that's available on Bricklink, which is kind of a bummer, but that's what's going on now. All right, I like the progress we're making. This all looks good. Got some corners. And the good thing about these corners now is I can just kind of build up. And I don't really need to be too fun with it. I can just kind of do whatever I want. It's not a big deal. It's going to be fine. It'll be real quick. Let's see. This door, let's assume we use that holder right there. So if we do this, let's say we just have an entrance on one side. I think I want it inset a little bit. So if we do it inset, I only need 2 slopes on that side. And then 1, 2, 6, 8, 8 on the other. All right, I'll be right back. This may be a mess, but at least I know where the mess is. Bag of 1x6 curved slopes. So we've got some with stickers. Back in the day when I didn't know you shouldn't put stickers on anything. So 2. Is that a sticker? No, that's a print. So that's a print. That could be used on this. Kind of. That'd be kind of cool. There's a regular one. And I need a couple more of these big ones. I think I have a whole lot of those big ones. So I need 8. So I need that many. And hopefully these aren't too yellowed. Oh, there's another big one. Makes my life easier. Let's do 1, 2, that's 6, 8, right? So that should be good. Okay. And then 2 on either side over here. There's a big puppy over there. Yeah, these are... That's actually not too bad. Do I have another one like that? All the puppies are in here now. They come to say hello. Hi, puppy. Hi. I'm gonna go off camera real quick. Apologize for the scrubs, but it is getting too warm for a sweatshirt. I keep holding on to the idea that it's going to be chilly during the day, so I put on a sweatshirt and then it ends up being 90 degrees. So I'm like, I don't know who I'm kidding. I kind of want to use these. I don't know. What do you think if I use these on either side? I think if I had 2 of these, that'd be good. But I think this one may be too much. I don't know. I'll use it. Why not? It'll be fun. One of those pieces ever going to get used again. It did. It messed with a lot of stuff. It messed with wanted lists. It messed with IO files. It messed with quite a few things. All right, so if I want to put this in here, that's going to need... I could just rack a whole thing of snot bricks along there. So let's do that. I need a 1x6 brick. Anybody seen a 1x6 brick that I can use around here? Ooh. Somebody needs a shower. I'm going to use 2 of these. That's somebody who needs a shower is me, by the way. It's not you guys. You guys are wonderful. You smell great. So I'm going to pre-set this up. To be sort of an airlock looking thing, so if anybody does open it, it at least looks like there's stuff inside it. So technically this could be big enough yeah. I should have a 6. Nope, that's a tile. Well, I'm pretty rank at the moment. The danger of working from home is sometimes you forget that you work from home and you're like, oh God, why doesn't somebody inform me of this rankitude? All right, it's not completely flush, but that's the idea. Maybe I can get that lowered a little bit. That walker is walking on moon dust instead of sunshine. So there's the, and then you can open it, right? I think I might change this out for these guys. Where did I put those things that I said I didn't want to use? And there's a reason for that. It's more flush and it goes down to the bottom. So now as long as that kind of stays open like that, it'll slide into place a little better. So that works. I also have to remember to cover this, and it doesn't have to be that. It can be 1x2 bar with a bar instead. If I can find one of those. Oh, this is gold. That'd be perfect. I like having... There's a couple gold things on the Mars base, and I like having that accent. So if we can do this. See how that looks. It still works? Brilliant. Cool. And that way I can fill in the back and it's not this giant hole going into the hull. All right. So we've got that side. Now I need another one of these. This walker isn't really walking, it's settling. It's got these dish feet because they don't know what the surface is, the sand is, that kind of thing. All right. That works. Now, at some point, I think I'm going to cap this to build the upper portion of it. I want to keep it sort of like the lower section is for passengers and cargo, and then the upper section's where the pilots go. Although, to be honest, most of this is automatic. There doesn't really need to be a pilot. But yeah, that's turning out good. Oh wait, that's not the ones I wanted to use. I wanted to use these fancy ones. See how those looked next to that. Actually, I like that. That looks pretty good. It'll look good with a bunch of other stuff on here, and if I can greeble it, I'll probably end up greebling this level a little bit, but you can't greeble too much on a lander because they're going through the atmosphere, and everything that sticks out is a point of heat / a point of failure. So you don't really want that. My brain has already triggered that there's holes in the bottom there and grooves. It's not perfectly smooth, but you know what? I'm not Martin Marietta. I'm just a dude building Lego. I was gonna say something. Oh, if you guys haven't started watching Shogun, if you have Hulu, I would really suggest it. It's a lot of fun so far. It's very dramatic. I think I can use these. The acting in it is a little odd, but it's odd in the way that any foreign film might be, because you don't have a basis for comparison to how they normally... That's an 8. That's what I want. You don't have your basis for comparison to go, well, I don't know how they should act. It's like, well, that's how they act in feudal Japan in the 1600s. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. If you don't have Hulu, I don't know how else to have you watch it, but... It needs to be higher up. Take care, man. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Get some sleep. There we go. Nope, not high enough yet. Goodness, that needs to be right up there, doesn't it? Also, I don't want to mess with this. I actually want a full 2x8 plate. Reminder, it is still a month and a day away, but reminder because it will be here before you know it, that the total solar eclipse is coming April 8th. And if you aren't in a place that can see it, if you're going to make plans to go see it, you should make those plans now. Places are selling out. There's a small town north of here, Belton, that the mayor or the county commissioner, whoever of the county around it, I think has declared a state of emergency because they're expecting 2 or 3 times their population to show up for the eclipse. And I think the idea is they're worried that I think I want to replace some of these. The idea is their resources will be stretched very thin. And so there's a concern. Do I have a 3? I don't. So I know I said I didn't want to greeble a whole lot, but I think I wanted to break this wall up a little bit. So I got a couple shorter curved slopes. So this can be a little bit of, I can throw some greebling bits in here so it looks, just throw some of these grill plates in here and that should be all right. Trying to think if there's any other. These are pretty cool. And some tiles maybe, curved tiles, round tiles. Yeah, kids out of school would be great. That's fun. My kids are college age and probably already know to take the day off, but I will remind them. So yeah, just a little bit of a flare in the middle there, so it looks a little more real. All right, so where's that gonna attach? I don't think these are gonna cut it this time, but let's see what happens. It's hard to see if these are going to work. And I don't think they are. Okay. So that's not going to work. Let's put a brick, 1x6 brick. Do I have one of those floating around? Again, just trying to use my resources. I think this is really neat. So this is part of the space station, the previous lunar. There was like the ground-based rockets research center, and then there was like the Artemis sets that are like, there was a rover, which I've taken apart. There was a space lunar station, which is where we got the domes. And then there was this orbital space station, and it was really cool because it had like these windows on either side. And then you can open the windows and lower these beds and put figures in them. I thought that was really nifty, like actual living quarters. It's really kind of cool. Also some good part colors in there for that panel right there. And honestly, that 2x6 plate is pretty cool. So those space sets really did have a lot of nice colors. The dark blues, the kind of Maersk blue kind of things, a lot of gold. Good color combinations. I liked it. That's not what I was talking about, though. Just seeing if there's a 1x6 brick. It looks like there is. If I can take this little thing apart. And then, snot brick ahoy. Don't think I have any left in there. So I always try to use these, the 1x2 by 2/3 bricks, because they have more purchase for one brick, but you got to make sure that it lines up properly. And it does. Okay. Groovy. All right, so now we've got that side pretty done. Got to figure out a way to fill in that area there. Um, 1x6 and then a tile. I think I have a 1x6 tile over here somewhere. 1x8. Well, I don't think. I think the tile options in the base were 1x8 and 2x6. I don't think we got any 1x6. So let me go grab one of that. think we can just do this. Kind of don't like that. And I lost my heat shield on the bottom. This may not be the most effective method of clipping those on there. So, coming up in, I ought to be wearing safety glasses at the moment. Just built an 800 plus RPM Technic. Wait. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I need a brick separator. So we're gonna do a 1x6 brick. So many 1x6 bricks that are just ancient. Yeah, that works better. So, like I was saying, coming up, there's a member of, nice fit, member of our lug who is built, and I would bring it out, but this place is a mess currently. At one of our meetings, they brought in a model that, frankly, I thought was fantastic. It was a model of Degrassi High School. That's going to kill me. I think it was Degrassi High School. Maybe it's Degrassi Next Generation. Or Degrassi Deep Space Nine. But I thought it was really well done. It had like a kind of a base in the back and two long things that split open. So you could see it as like a playscape. And then on top, there are these modulars for the classrooms. And the thing that opened was all the lockers. And the bit at the back was the gym. And there was like the principal's office, the science office, or the science room, the media room, and a bathroom. And then on the bottom, there was lockers and like a front area. And each locker, and she had minifigures that were all the different characters and students. Each locker had a little bit in it that was part of that student's identity, right? Part of who they were in the show. It's really fantastic. And I was like, you need to turn this into like an ideas set. Like this would go over really great. And she was like, nah, I'm happy the way it is. It's fine. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I don't want to force anything on you. You do whatever you'd like. And, so, I was like, if you ever change your mind, just let me know. I'd love to help you like digitize this or something, put it in the computer so you can play with the colors. And you know, if you don't exactly have what you need, you can always just like, you know, do it digitally and then order the parts you need later and that kind of thing. She's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this bottom thing. I think I want to finish the top though, and then call it a day. So the other day she's like, yeah, I think I'm ready to do that. I'm like, ready to do what? And she's like, I'm ready to like have this thing like put in the computer. I'm like, oh, fantastic. So she brought it over, and I haven't started it yet, but I think on a stream at some point, I'd like to start. It'll be a 2-screen stream thing where it's like, here's the model and here's how we're going to make a digital version of it. And it's going to mean taking it all apart. I just realized how cool these computer screens are. Those are pretty rad. I like those a lot. Very kind of modern space. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So coming up, we got a bunch of stuff we can work on. We've got, this is almost done. I'll get this finished over the weekend or something. Sunday, there won't be a stream Sunday morning. Let's see if I think there's something going on Sunday afternoon. So Sunday morning, we're going to go see, or is it Saturday morning? I think it's Sunday morning. We're going to go see Dune. Or is it Saturday morning? Now I can't remember. Before I say anything, nope, Saturday, which means Sunday. Okay, Sunday, never mind. Sunday regular stream. I think Sunday I'd like to build R2. I know that everybody on the community post voted to see this be built, so there you go. But I think Sunday I'd like to build R2, and then next Thursday I can start with the digitizing of that set. I think that'll be a good couple plans ahead of things to do. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. The figures are great. The only problem I have with the set itself, and it's not really a problem, it's more of a I don't know how it'll be handled, is that there are some things about the show that's not going to work, that Canadian TV did better than US TV. US TV was very scared to do things. Canadian TV was not. So Canadian TV for kids was all about dealing with very emotional issues, teen pregnancy, gun violence, drugs, abuse, things like that. And they didn't sugarcoat it. So if you ever watched the show as an American kid, there were some episodes that didn't air. So what do I want to do with this piece right here? So they so there's some things in the set that, you know, there's somebody's got a gun in their locker, or somebody's got a bag of pot, or some, you know, the bathroom's got condoms in it or something like that. There's some things that just aren't, you know, and I told her, I was like, this is great. If you ever submit this for like ideas, there's going to be some things that aren't going to, you'll have to take out, which kind of sucks because it'll neuter the whole idea of the what the show did and what the that kind of thing. But that's kind of just the way it is, especially with Lego. It's not even an American thing. I mean, Lego is not an American company, but they have their Lego code of things. All right, that's good. It's very, very good. Let's, what time is it? 9:50. I don't want to do that. I want to do a cross. And then that's going to be 2 pieces and a slope. And then 2 2x2 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe a 6 piece right here. Let's start by getting a bunch of 1x1 bricks. I use red for so many like internal connection things that at some point I'm gonna need to build a red MOC, and I'm not gonna have any pieces left. So I'm debating whether to put more of these guys in here like this, or to like, because that's the door. We don't need. That's probably all I'll need to do. which means I don't need to do... Let's do that first. Actually, let's do that first. Do I still have... two of these? I have these, but they're stickers with red on them, probably from Clone Wars. And I don't see any better quality of these. So let's just use these two. And this. The downside of what I've done here is that now that I know exactly how I want the whole thing to go together, I could have done those corners better, but I'm too far into it now. And I knew this was weirdly rickety. It seemed like it was leaning in toward itself. So yeah, coming up, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing some scanning into making a set into something digital, and then we'll be doing an R2, the R2 build. I don't have any of those slopes anymore, I don't think. Ah. Almost kicked over my light. Oh no, why did I do that? That is odd. That spacing is really weird. So I don't know if you can tell, but that's a little off. It's hard to see that. And I don't understand why. Yes, I do. I have to build it like the corner, or else it won't line up. Ooh, that is not not real clutchy. Brought all these pieces over here and did not use a single one of them. Cool like that, because I'm cool like that, because I'm cool like that. Well, we're getting to the top of the hour here at Ben's Brick Designs. I think we did some great progress here on this lunar land, or this Mars lander. It is like level 1's pretty much done. And it's got a pretty good shape, I think. It's roundish. It doesn't look like a big box. So I think all I'm really going to do is cap the top and probably use more of these on the top. We'll figure out how to put this guy on it. Looks like he won't be able to be on there because he sticks out too far. I was hoping to get him like halfway, but I think that's too much. What I want is that windscreen from the shuttle, because it's a nice little round windscreen. And I think there's those in like light blue. If I dig through the Martians, or the Martian stuff, I might be able to find one. So yeah, up at the top, maybe do a little area that's like a little windscreen, and then kind of like just cap everything off on top. And then, like, if you know, wanted to, you could open it up, and for funsies, I might put some more things in here, like a couple seats or something like that, so we can put some Martians. Why do I keep saying that? Some astronauts in there. But yeah, that works for now. If it's just going to sit on a landing pad, that's fine. Have this open and maybe have a ladder coming up to it or something, and some astronauts coming in and out. So I think that works. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me, keeping me company. As always, I will see you on Thursday. I don't think anything else, or on Sunday. I don't think anything is in the way of doing that. So Sunday at 10 a.m. I will be here building R2, and we'll see Darth Malik. So we'll see you then. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.